So in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you about why I'm not joining anything new in 2026. And I know this is kind of late in the year. I mean, we're already into March, almost April. Uh, but I think it's important. I think it's important to understand who you're dealing with, because who you work with really does matter in this industry when it comes to making money online. I've been doing this since 2012. I've been without a job since 2013, just making money online. I've experienced a lot over the years. I've been in way too many programs. And this year, 2026, as I'm going to show you, as I stated in a Facebook post, yes, I made it public that I wasn't going to be joining anything new. I was only going to do the things that I already had in my portfolio, and not even all of those things. Okay, so I'm just going to read to you, what I said, and then I'm going to talk about some things that happened after. Okay, so this this is probably going to sound crazy to you because nobody does this. Hardly anybody does this. Last year, I attempted to make a promise to myself. I didn't keep it. Thankfully, and I didn't keep it. Actually, within the first month of the year, um, I was introduced to a lead program that looked good. It was a list building program. It lasted 2 months. Okay. So, me not keeping promise to myself, I got distracted. I got on this lead program. So, 2 months later, things gone, no money, waste of time, waste of energy, and damage to the reputation. Okay. So that's one thing. The only other thing I joined before I read on is a system. I joined a system against my better judgment, mind you, um, that was supposed to be automated, was supposed to have, the AI that was going to call and text and email and all that stuff, right? And it was supposed to build out teams. That's what it was designed to do. By the way, anytime you see that kind of a thing, run the other way. It doesn't work. I've never seen it work. Like I said, I've been making money online since 2012. I've never seen it work. I've never seen a single program that says they're going to recruit for you. This wasn't really recruiting for you. It was systems in place, but the system didn't work very well. I'll just say that. Anyway, that system had me join 5 different or 6 different programs. Most of them were MLM. And I'm already not a big fan of MLM for reasons, I won't state those reasons here, but um, yeah, so I ended up with a system with all these different programs that I didn't want to be in. So I didn't keep my promise to myself in 2026, and those were definitely mistakes I made. Yes, I made money. Um, I was profitable, but I could have been more profitable if I had put my efforts into something that was more uh, proven and stable, and wasn't constantly changing things and all that stuff, right? So anyway, back to it. I didn't keep my promise to myself in 2025. Um, my promise was I would focus on skill development and grow what I already have because I have plenty that I can pay me very well. So here we are coming in 2026. Now you can see December 29th, 2025 is when I wrote this. So this is before going into the new year. This time I intend to keep it. It won't be easy because literally daily we are bombarded with something new and exciting. It's exhausting, so exhausting that just the thought of going through the sign up process and starting over prevents me from joining anything new. I believe if I have proven systems in place that have been paying for many years without fail, then all you need to do is develop skills and be consistent with them. The fruit will come as long as you stay consistent. The fruit won't come though when you're constantly running around looking for the next big thing. I've learned this the hard way and it cost me dearly. So in 2026, I'm sticking to what I already have and focusing on my skills, which revolve around generating leads and communicating more effectively. That's what creates sales. Oh, and I won't be buying any courses from gurus or influencers. I have all I need. And there's a $7 system. I'm actually going to go over that and talk about that in just a minute here. But yeah, the $7 system, that's all you really need uh, with an asterisk. Then I'm going to come to that in just a minute. This system, though, has paid me nearly $200,000. So it does work. But it's a little different now. I get it though. Those gurus, those shiny objects look so appealing. It's hard to resist them. I don't blame you if you fall for them because I know I have. If you want to run with someone that's focused on developing skills that pay for long term, let me know. I've been, that's just it. Okay, so that's the promise I made to myself at the beginning of 2026. I didn't know um, exactly how that was going to pan out. We're in March now. I have not joined a single thing. I only have the programs in my portfolio, and I'm really only promoting two of them right now. Um, but I do have some other things in my portfolio. Like one, for example, I do write letters, but I do that offline. I don't really talk about it. It's just something, it pays me. But unfortunately, a lot of people didn't quite understand it. They were asking too many questions, in my opinion, and I just didn't want to deal with it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do it on my own. And, if anybody comes to me and asks me about it, I can share it with them, but that's just something I do in the background. So the main programs, I started with this one. Okay, beginning of the year, I was in these two: Home Business Academy, Power Lead System, and the other one here is a high ticket program that's been sitting on the back burner forever. I've been in this like probably 6 years, I think, something like that. I've been in Home Business Academy for 5. I've been in Power Lead System for over 10. Okay, this is the system I made nearly $200,000 with. So this is where I started. I started this 2026. I started with this system, and I really put my effort into this because hey, I almost made $200,000. I have the income story. Um, I talked to the owner. He's doing a lot of things to really make this attractive and something that people really want. Uh, but one of the things, and I'm not going to bash any program, but one of the things I noticed and what was really interesting is this year, like when I made that statement, when I made that promise to myself, um, all of a sudden these programs I have decided to do complete revamps, like all these updates and like they just went all out this year. I don't know what it was in 2026, but every one of the programs I'm going to show you has done a revamp. They have done updates. They have completely changed things, really. So I started the year off really hammering Power Lead System. They had the new Lead Lightning program. I knew that would be something that people really like. They added the 30-day challenge. They had videos showing people exactly what to do and all of that stuff, right? And it's a good program. I made sales. I made a lot of sales, not as many sales as I want, but there was one issue I did not like. And that issue was I felt like I was making too little for my efforts. And I'm all in. I have all the products, or most of the products. I don't have all of them anymore, but I have the big ones. I have the one that pays $1,000. I have the one that pays $1,500. Like I have those products, and those products in the past have paid very well. But for how the system is set up now, it kind of cuts off like and I don't know, I think they added something I don't really know right now, but it cuts off like at $100. So people were coming in, they were joining me, and some of them were doing the 100. And there's like a whole thing where it's supposed to be perpetual leverage, where you get all this extra, like you get leverage, like you have people making these sales way down your line, and you have $100 commissions coming in. But here's the thing. I want it to be making 400. I want it to be making 1,000. I want it to be making $1,500 commissions. And unlike in the past, when that was, $400 commissions were happening just about every day, um, it was stopping at the $100 commissions. Okay. And for me, it just felt incomplete, I guess you would say, especially when I came over here to Home Business Academy and these guys completely revamped their system. They already provide a lot of value, a lot of support, the most value, the most support I've ever seen. do everything with integrity. They pay the highest residual income around. There is no one that pays as much residual income straight to you around anywhere. Anywhere. It doesn't exist. But they did a few things besides revamping the whole system, besides, adding update after update after update. Like they did something that had their business grow by 30% since January. And what they did, and I've talked about this, is one, they added a turnkey system. Okay. They added this turnkey system. Let me just see here. So, one of the things they did is they made it really easy for anybody and everybody to come in and get started. There's zero setup process. You saw how easy it was for me to just add this page. Okay. What this page does, it does everything. When people come into the page, so all they got to do is share the page, and they have a tool that makes that automated too now. Um, it's kind of crazy if you think about everything that's being provided here. Um, but a brand new newbie, brand new beginner, someone's been struggling for years and years and years, can come into this business, set zero up, nothing up, and they could have a system that's going to do the telling and selling for them. They have a system where the emails are going to hit the inbox. They're not going to go to the spam folder. They could have a system that's literally turnkey. It closes sales for you. And then on top of that, everything in this system is designed to get people. For example, let me just show you this. Like right here, click here to go all in. This is all throughout the system. So there's these little subtle reminders that draw people to want to go and do this stuff. So it's all built in. It's all very seamless. But then, so we got the turnkey system, and that eliminated some of the issues where people were trying to set things up and getting bogged down in the setup process, like so many places do, so many programs do. Then they went and did this. They added what's called the Fast Start Inviter. And what the Fast Start Inviter does is it sends messages to your friends on Facebook, 10 of them a day. It's very slow, it's very effective. And this message does one thing: it gets the person to raise their hand, it gets the person to show, hey, yes, I have interest, I would like to learn more. And this is something that the majority of new marketers, I would say struggling marketers, are don't do. Like they're afraid to do it. They don't know how to do it. They don't know what to say. Like this takes care of it. Like it's just very exciting. So they did that. All right. And I've done videos going in detail what this does, why it works. Um, but now, now on top of this, and I'm laughing because I'm just so blown away by the amount of value. Because when I started this like 5 years ago, it wasn't anything like this. They were providing a lot of value. They were providing a lot of support. There was a great community. They were paying 80% commissions already. They never changed it. But the amount of value that has been pumped into this thing, and now they're really focusing on what can we do to make this easy for people so they can create financial freedom in their lives. Like, what can we do? And they're doing it. See, the thing about these guys is they don't just talk, no action, right? They take action. They get it done before they even announce it to you. So, one of the things I do want to show you is what they just added. Like, this is incredible. So now, and I haven't even set this up yet because I just learned about it, but now we have our own autoresponder. And this autoresponder can be used for any business. Like, it doesn't matter what business you're in, you can use this autoresponder. And it removes the obstacles that the like Aweber and GetResponse have. Like you don't need to do all that setup stuff. It's very, very, very streamlined, very simple, and it's pay as you go. So one of the things when it comes to autoresponders is they charge you monthly for the number of subscribers you have. So, like if you have subscribers that aren't doing anything, aren't opening your emails, you're being charged for that. The bigger your list gets, the more you have to pay. With their system, it's pay as you go. So, for example, you're going to buy credits. They're very inexpensive, and you buy the credits, and then you can email as long as you have those credits. Now, let's say you don't email every day. Well, you're not being charged. You have the credits. Plus, and I'm not going to all the details, okay? Plus, they added an income stream to this. So check this out. And I'm not even sure the amount. It's 33, 35%. I'm not even sure exactly because this is so new. Like I just learned about it. They added an income stream to it. So we make 80% residual commissions. But now I think it's either 33 or 35% you make when whoever comes in, one of your customers, goes and purchases credits for the emails. And they're going to do it because why? Because it's streamlined, it's simple, and it works. And email is just part of doing online business. So now you have another income stream that you're not even doing anything for. People are just using it. Like, it's just amazing to me. Okay. So that's Home Business Academy. That's the other thing in my portfolio. And the only other thing I want to talk about is I want to show you one other thing, and that's this high ticket or mid ticket, whatever you want to call it, offer where it pays up to $2,000 commissions. I've been with them for 6 years. So if you want right now money, this is where you go. And it has an automate system, it has a sales team, and it's very simple. There will be people that want to make $2,000 commissions. That's like a real shot in the arm. But that's what I'm doing. Okay. So, really, right now, publicly, I'm doing Home Business Academy. Okay. Why? Because it's a complete system. It provides everything you need to have a successful business online. They simplified everything. It pays the highest residual income. The founders have integrity. The founders do everything in their power to make this as simple and easy for you so you can create real financial freedom. And I've been watching this for 5 years, so I've actually been watching it longer because they have a mastermind they do Monday through Friday. It's a morning mastermind, it's a call. I started attending that call, I want to say back in 2012 or 2013. So I've actually been watching this longer than I've been a part of this program. So, I know for a fact that these guys are in this because they want to see you win. Okay. So if you want quality, if you want something that you can be proud of, that to share with other people, because that's what it is. Like when people get in this program, like they're proud to share it because they don't do stupid crap here that messes up your people, right? Everything is designed to be simple, pay you the most possible at 80%. Like no one's paying that. No one anywhere is crazy enough to pay that because the profit margin just isn't that big. They got to run the whole business on paying 80% commissions, and they do a phenomenal job doing it because they're not, while profit is important because you got to keep the business running, these guys want to help you. They want to give everything they can, and they show up and they do it. They show up and they do it. So take it from me, a guy that's been in this industry since 2012, a guy that's seen so many programs come and go, so many stupid things that company owners do. Uh, like, if you want to make income that does matter, that can add up in a system that's built on principle centered leadership, integrity, that just continues to pump the value in over and over again, which is now so simple that a brand new newbie can do this without any question. In fact, I just had a guy, he just started today, and he came in and he followed the steps, right? He came in, he went to his affiliate tab here, he watched this video, he he got his turnkey system, which is just a link. You just copy it. It's already ready to go. He didn't have to do anything. And he went here and he downloaded it his fast start inviter. That's it. And he came back to me. He's like, man, I can't believe how easy this is. I can't believe how quickly I set this up. Isn't that what you want to hear from your people? Or do you want them to be like, oh man, I haven't set it up over a month or 2 months or 3 months, a year? I've had people that haven't set the thing up for over like a year. Like I'm telling you, this is so simple. This gets you in the game fast. Okay, the only other thing I want to share with you, and this kind like I'm kind of just sharing where I'm at right now. Okay, um, I started the year off by saying, hey, I'm not joining anything else. I'm only using what I have. This is what I have. Home Business Academy. I have this 2K program, right? Goes up to $2,000 commissions. Been with them for 6 years. Um, I do have Power Lead System. Not doing a lot with that, to be honest. I just don't. I want a complete program, right? I want something that's running now seamlessly. That's what I want, and that's what Home Business Academy is. Um, this program's been running for 11 years. The only other thing I want to show you is now um, we have more resources. So I partner with some guys that are going above and beyond to help people, and they don't have to do this, by the way. Like they really don't get anything from me. Like if I bring people into this, I'm not sure why that's showing like that. Let's try this again. You know what? I changed the page. Okay, so I just want to show you this real quick so you understand that while yes, Home Business Academy provides ample support, live training daily, I mean, it provides everything. I wanted to show you like you would also be part of this team, right? And we have custom pages, live training to get your questions answered as well in a team setting. Not so it's not a company setting, it's a team setting. Very laid back, very easy, you know. And these guys want to do everything possible to help you make more money. And one of the things they're doing is they combine Home Business Academy with this program right here that pays the $2,000 commission. So it's kind of like, hey, we got the residual income with a phenomenal program that just keeps pumping more and more and more value. And for getting that shot in the arm and getting those bigger commissions that come in, right? So you got the residual and you got the big fast start uh, right now money program. Uh, and they put pages together to help. So as you can see on this page here, and you can get this page when you join our team, you can put your own links in it, but it walks you through exactly what to do. Step one, step two, even have a lead source here, which you could also be an affiliate of and get your leads paid for. These are 5 leads a day. Talking about the daily coaching. They even give you a social media pack. We have our own Facebook group. And like I said, there's weekly training being done as well, where you get your questions answered, get extra support. So that's where I'm at. I feel really good about it because I have two solid programs. One that provides, right now money, high ticket money, mid ticket money, whatever you want to call it. Some people say $2,000 commissions is mid ticket, high tickets like 5,000 and above. Whatever you want to call it. $2,000 makes a big difference for a lot of people. That could pay some bills. That could help you go on a trip you haven't been able to go on. That could help you pay your rent. That could get you a new car. I mean, there's so many things you could do with that. And then you get the 80% residual commissions here, whether you want to do one or you want to do both, it doesn't matter. We got you covered. Our team has you covered. Home Business Academy has you covered with everything you could ever need to be successful. Okay, so thank you for watching. I do want to close with this. Look, when I made this promise to myself, I knew it was going to be a challenge. I had no idea what was coming. I didn't know they were going to add all this stuff and do all this stuff. Um, to make it easier for people to add more value. Like I didn't know. I didn't know that. And believe me, I've been hit up with every system under the sun since. Um, and, it's very enticing. It would probably be very easy to go into a new program because, a lot of people like new programs because they believe if it's a new program, they get in on the ground floor and possibly get ahead. And in my experience, that doesn't really work. I'm sure there are exceptions to the rule. But for the most part, when you go through a new program, there's going to be a lot of headaches, a lot of growing pains. Just take it from my experience. Why not go with a 10-year proven program or an 11-year proven program with a team that wants to help you, that's doing everything they can to help you? Why not do that? But I will say this, okay? When I made that promise, I didn't know what lay ahead. I knew it would be a challenge. And it's even more challenging when things don't go the way you want them to go. So right now, I am dealing with some things in the background, some health challenges that I never wanted. But here we are. And, it's gotten challenging for sure. But that's, how you get better. You go through the challenges. Maybe things don't work out exactly how you want them to work out. But what I do know is these programs are solid. What I do know is they have the tools, they have the training, they have everything you need to go out there and create financial freedom in 2026 if that is something you want to do. If it is, go to the link in my description and get started. Okay. The only link I got right now, because I prefer just to, have a conversation, which is kind of weird, but I just kind of prefer to have a conversation when it comes to, $2,000 commission. So I'm not even putting that out there. Like I don't have a link or anything. Like you can ask me for it if that's something you want. But Home Business Academy, it's where it's at. It's very affordable, provides tons of value. It's very simple. It's actually automated now. And now we even have an autoresponder, which is something every business owner can benefit from. It's going to save people that are paying hundreds of dollars in GetResponse or AWeber. So it's really phenomenal. Um, Thank you for watching. I know it's a longer one. I just want to be as real and authentic as I can be, and just share with you where I'm at, why I decided to do it, and why I'm doing it. Okay. And if that resonates with you, let's go. Let's run, and I'll see you on the next video.